Well, I guess it'd be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do 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 do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
one.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What-
but
what
not
are you-
that big red one.
The-
The
this
other
way.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny one.
You mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You
righty.
don't know what you're doing.
I know perfectly well what I'm doing.
Not that button. Oh, for crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Well, it's been quite a week. We had some problems. It wasn't mutiny, but it was definitely scallywaggery. So we took care of that problem from last week, and hopefully we'll set sail soon and smooth, and the futures will be bright and bright. Oh, who are we kidding? We're a bunch of nut jobs here, and we're having a grand old time. What more can we be asking for? We got open waters, we're mostly free, and it's well, it be what it be. And, well, we also have to think about prunes. And with that, it's Weird Al Yankovic. I won't be eating prunes again. Right here on the captain's quarters. Welcome back, me matey. Welcome back.
It was just the other day when we went to Joe's Cafe just to order up a couple steaks to eat. But we noticed something wrong. All the Worcestershire was gone, but the waitress brought a different kind of treat. She said this sauce was the chef's new creation, guaranteed it's the real taste sensation. But she warned us it's made out of prunes. Try a little if you dare. Nothing can compare. So we had some and now we swear we won't eat prunes again. Was such a dirty trick. Boy, it really made us sick when it looks like we've been done in by the prune. Still the memory lingers on. I've been living in the John, 'cause I've had the run since Monday afternoon. They said this sauce was the chef's new creation, guaranteed it's the latest sensation. But she warned us it's made out of prunes. Try a little if you dare. Nothing can compare. So we had some and now we swear we won't eat prunes again. Won't eat prunes again. No, no. Eat the new sauce, same as the old sauce. I'm a nut.
I'm a nut. My life don't ever get in a rut. The head on my shoulders is sort of loose, and I ain't got sense God gave a goose. Lord, I ain't crazy, but I'm a nut. Is it wetter underwater if you're there when it rains? Is it shorter to New York than it is by plane? Between myself and I wonder who's the dumber. Is it hotter down south than it is in the summer? I'm a nut, I'm a nut. My life don't ever get in a rut. The head on my shoulders is sort of loose, and I ain't got sense God gave a goose. Lord, I ain't crazy, but I'm a nut. I drove my Cadillac to Vegas to satisfy my lust. Wheel and deal and left old Vegas on a Greyhound bus. I sure didn't set the woods on fire while I was there, but remember only forest fires prevent fires. I'm a nut, I'm a nut. My life don't ever get in a rut. The head on my shoulders is sort of loose, and I ain't got sense God gave a goose. Lord, I ain't crazy, but I'm a nut. The poverty war will be over when I begin to fight. If it took a dime to go around the world, I couldn't get out of sight. I don't mind to take the girls out if they don't mind to go Dutch. Makes me feel like $1 million, and I bet I ain't worth half that much. I'm a nut, I'm a nut. My life don't ever get in a rut. The head on my shoulders is sort of loose, and I ain't got sense God gave a goose. Lord, I ain't crazy, but I'm a nut.
Oh, crazy man, I'm a nut. Oh, lordy, 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 I'm crazy. I'm a nut.
Well, that there be Leroy Pullins with I'm a Nut. How we have a nice little thing to think about, because we do have spring. That means we also have, you guessed it, the bathing suits. Not all of us be ready for them. Not all of us should be wearing them. But there will be those that have the itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny, yellow polka dot bikini. And here's Brian Hayland with just that very subject.
She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was as nervous as she could be. She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was afraid that somebody would say,
2, 3, 4, tell the people what she wore.
it was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So in the locker she wanted to stay.
2, 3, 4, stick around, we'll tell you more.
She was afraid to come out in the open, and so a blanket around her she wore. She was afraid to come out in the open, and so she sat bundled up on the shore.
2, 3, 4, tell the people what she wore.
It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So in the blanket she wanted to stay.
2, 3, 4, stick around, we'll tell you more.
Now she's afraid to come out of the water, and I wonder what she's gonna do. Now she's afraid to come out of the water, and the poor little girl's turning blue.
2, 3, 4, tell the people what she wore.
It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So in the water she wanted to stay.
From the locker to the blanket, from the blanket to
leprosy. What a sorry mess I am to see. Even friends can't stand to look at me. Oh, I despise my leprosy. Gradually, I'm not half the man I used to be. Pieces keep on falling off of me. It happens now so gradually. When my tongue fell off, I don't know, I couldn't say. I said one thing wrong. Now I long for that sweet day when I had no leprosy. Making love with me could never be. Yes, I've lost my chance for ecstasy. Oh, I despise my leprosy.
That there be leprosy. Truly a wonderful thing. It comes and goes, it falls off. It's a truly fascinating thing. But by Euphorla, that's right, Euphorla with leprosy. I do believe somewhere in our stacks of wax, we have another song about leprosy. We just gotta find it. It seems to be laying around in places where it shan't be. Oh, but for now, we should be going right to the bookstore. Little Monty Python, right here on the Captain's Quarters.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Can I help you?
Yes. Do you have a copy of 30 Days in the Samarkand Desert with the Duchess of Kent by A.E.J. Eliot, OBE?
Well, I don't know the book, sir.
Never mind. How about 101 Ways to Start a Fight?
By?
An Irish gentleman whose name eludes me for the moment.
No, well, we haven't got it in stock, sir.
Well, not to worry. Can you help me with David Copperfield?
Ah, yes, Dickens.
No.
I beg your pardon?
No, Edmund Wells.
I think you'll find Charles Dickens wrote David Copperfield, sir.
No. Dickens wrote David Copperfield with 2 P's. This is David Copperfield with 1 P by Edmund Wells.
David Copperfield with 1 P?
Yes, I should have said.
Yes, well, in that case, we don't have it.
Funny, you've got a lot of books here.
Yes, we do, but we don't have David Copperfield with 1 P by Edmund Wells.
Are you quite sure?
Quite.
Not worth just looking?
Definitely not.
How about Great Expectations?
Yes, well, we have that.
That's Grate Expectations, also by Edmund Wells.
Yes, well, in that case, we don't have it. We don't have anything by Edmund Wells, actually. He's not very popular.
Not Nicholas Nickleby? That's Knickerless?
No.
Christmas Carol with a K?
No.
How about A Sale of Two Titties?
Definitely not.
Sorry to trouble you.
Not at all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh.
Yes?
I wonder if you might have a copy of Barnaby Budge.
No, as I say, we're right out of Edmund Wells.
No, not Edmund Wells. Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens?
Yes.
You mean Barnaby Rudge?
No, Barnaby Budge by Charles Dickens. That's Dickens with 2 Ks, the well-known Dutch author.
No, well, we don't have Barnaby Budge by Charles Dickens with 2 Ks, the well-known Dutch author, and perhaps to save time, I should add that we don't have Carnaby Fudge by Darles Chickens, or Farnborough Sludge by Miles Pickens, or even Stickwick Staples by Farles Wickens with 4 M's and a silent Q. Why don't you try W.H. Smith's?
I did. They sent me here.
Did they?
I wonder...
Oh, do go on, please.
I wonder if you might have The Amazing Adventures of Captain Gladys Stout pamphlet and her intrepid spaniel Stig amongst the giant pygmies of Beccles, Volume 8.
No, we don't have that. Funny, we got a lot of books here. Well, I mustn't keep you standing here.
Well, do you have...
No, we haven't. Sorry, no, it's 1 o'clock now. We're closing for lunch.
I saw it over there. I saw it.
What?
I saw it over there. Olson's Standard Book of British Birds.
Olson's Standard Book of British Birds?
Yes.
O-L-S-E-N?
Yes.
B-I-R-D-S?
Yes.
Yes, well, we do have that, as a matter of fact.
The expurgated version.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
The expurgated version.
Expurgated version of Olsen's Standard Book of British Birds?
The one without the gannet.
The one without the gannet? They've all got the gannet. It's a standard British bird, the gannet. It's in all the books.
Well, I don't like them. They wet their nests.
All right, I'll remove it. Any other birds you don't like?
I don't like the robin.
The robin, right, the robin. There you are. Any others you don't like? Any others?
The nuthatch.
Right, the nuthatch, the nuthatch, the nuthatch. Here we are. There you are. No gannets, no robins, no nuthatches. There's your book.
I can't buy that. It's torn. I wonder if you have...
Go on, ask me anything. We got lots of books here, you know. It's a bookshop.
How about Biggles combs his hair?
No, we don't have that one. Funny.
The Gospel according to Charlie Drake?
No. Try me again.
I know. Ethel the Aardvark goes quantity surveying.
No. What?
Ethel the Aardvark goes quantity surveying.
Ethel the I've got it. I've seen it somewhere. Someone. Yes. Here we are. Ethel the Aardvark goes quantity surveying. There's your book. Now, buy it.
I don't have enough money.
I'll take a deposit.
I don't have any money.
I'll take a check.
I don't have a checkbook.
I'll take a blank one.
I haven't got a bank account.
Right. I'll buy it for you. There you are. There's your change. There's some money for a taxi on the way home. There's your book.
Wait.
What?
I can't read.
You can't read. Right. Sit down. Sit down. Are you sitting comfortably? Right. Ethel the Aardvark was...
We've all been there. We've all known that person. And if you've ever worked retail, you seem to find him a little more often than you appreciate. So, with that, without further ado, we need to take a commercial break. We remind thee that we be starting out with a vintage commercial. That's from something that played long into the past, and we are here into the future from where that be. So we're in the future, we're not with jetpacks, but we be here, they be there, but we playing it from here to there, where we play, well, it'd be a vintage commercial. After that, we have the one that be from here, so that it does have jetpacks, or not have jetpacks, but it is right here, ready, and that's the one that sponsors us and makes it so we can afford jetpacks. I think I need to go find out about my jetpack. Where be my jet? Do I have a jetpack? Oh, if I don't, I really must correct this. Maybe Babushka has an extra jetpack around that I can be borrowing.
Back to present ancient Chinese pantomime, just for fun of it, Jello tonight. Back to present small Chinese type baby waiting for dessert. Chinese mother bling baby, Jello, famous Western delicacy. Poor Chinese baby. He unable to tell if this Jello is strawberry, raspberry, jelly, orange, lemon, lime, apple, black raspberry, black jelly, or grape. Jello come in all 10 flavors. Poor Chinese baby. But Chinese mother bling baby, great Western invention. Spoon. Spoon was invented for eating Jello. Baby find this is grape Jello. Deep, dark, delicious new flavor. Chinese baby very happy. So end ancient Chinese pantomime. Is pretty good commercial, no?
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I's brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see, it comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Ha ha. I have a question for ye. if you could take and put some of the greats all together and create a song, what would that song be? Like, for example, if you could be putting Danny Kaye, Jimmy Durante, Jane Wyman, and Groucho Marx all in the same room together, what would they possibly sing? Well, they might be singing something like this. It's called Blackstrap Molasses.
Blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread makes you live so long you wish you were dead. You add some yogurt and you'll be well fed with blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread.
My grandpa's older than the old gray mare. He sits a-rockin' in his rocking chair. But now he's got a smile that he can't lose. Grandma's sitting knitting baby's shoes.
From eating blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread makes you live so long you wish you were dead. You add some yogurt and you'll be well fed with blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread.
I gave up cherry pie and T-bone steak, chicken fricassee and ice cream cake. I don't need vitamins or pills at all. I even mix it with my haddock call.
I'm eating blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread makes you live so long you wish you were dead. You add some yogurt and you'll be well fed with blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread.
My nerves were jumpy and I'd walk the floor. I never got to sleep till after 4. But since I'm eating right, I feel okay. I'm sleeping every night and half the day.
I'm eating blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread.
From eating
you live so long you wish you were dead.
From eating
you add some yogurt and you'll be well fed with the blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread.
Inka-dinka, inka-dinka, inka-dinka-doo.
Now I was thinner than a pencil line, had no muscles and I had no spine. But now I'm friskier than a pup. All you have to do is prop me up. Just feed me
blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread. Makes you live so long you wish you were dead. You add some yogurt and you'll be well fed with blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread.
I know a fella who is 92.
Doctors told the guy that he was through.
But now that the doctor has been proven wrong,
he's got more hop in him than hop along.
From eating blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread makes you live so long you wish you were dead. You add some yogurt and you'll be well fed with blackstrap molasses and the wheat germ bread.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave. Open up, man. I got the stuff.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave, man. Open up. I got the stuff.
Who?
It's Dave, man. Open up. I think the cops saw me come in here.
Who is it?
It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with me.
Who?
Dave, man. Open up.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave. Come on, man. Open up. I think the cops saw me.
Dave's not here.
No, man. I'm Dave, man. Hey, come on, man.
Who is it?
It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with
Who?
me. Dave, man. Open up.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave.
Dave's not here.
No, man. I am Dave, man. Will you... Come on. Open up the door, will you? I got the stuff with me. I think the cops saw me.
Who is it?
Oh, what the hell is it? Go, man, open up the door. It's Dave.
Who?
Dave. D-A-V-E. Will you open up the goddamn
Dave?
door? Yeah, Dave.
Dave?
Right, man. Dave. Now, will you open up the door?
Dave's not here.
Oh.
Another great classic. Be Cheech and Chong's Dave's Not Here. Have you never been hearing it? You've truly been missing out. And if you've heard it before, you love it every time you hear it. We've all... I know. I've had a friend like that. I'm not sure which side of the door he be, but I've had friends like both of them. Now we have Reverend Grady Nutt with The Reverend and the Prospects.
One thing that Baptists are noted for is evangelism. We go out and take it to you. come after you. We want you in. And we do things called visitation. We go out and hunt up prospects, knock on doors, invite you to join our church and become part of our group. We do that. In the rural areas, it's a little more difficult, for the farms are spread out, you know. And if you're going to go visiting, you got to plan one road a week and sort of camp in transit till you get it done. The eastern Kentucky mountains, it's even tougher than that. You kind of go up a few houses at a time, pack a lunch, and go back later. Wonderful thing happened several years ago. Fellow's out, pastor of a church, and he's visiting farm to farm, getting acquainted with the folks. And he comes up to this mountain shack over in eastern Kentucky up above Hazard, and anything past Hazard is above Hazard. In fact, it's hazardous over there. And this fella's up visiting in the community, going through all the trying to meet the farm folks and all this, back up in the hollers, as we say. Came to a fella sitting out on his porch, had his arms folded, leaned back in his chair against the wall, a couple of sleeping dogs that didn't even bark when he stopped. Things peaceful and quiet, birds just kind of humming. They weren't even chirping, just an easy afternoon. Comes up to the old fella sitting on the porch, and the reverend speaks to him. How'd he do, sir? He says, "Yeah." Said, "My name is Reverend Johnson. I'm from down here at the Siloam Baptist Church. Pleased to meet you, Reverend. What is your name?" "Name's Hawkins." "Mr. Hawkins, good to meet you." "Sir, are you a Christian?" Said, "No, I told you I'm a Hawkins. Christians live 2 farms up on the left." He said, No, that's not what I mean." Said, "Are you lost?" "Oh, no, I've lived here 54 years. No. What I mean is, are you ready for the judgment day?" Hawkins says, "Well, when's that gonna be?" He said, "Well, I don't know. It could be day tomorrow. It could be the next day." He said, "Lord, don't tell my wife. She won't go both times."
I have bought a small apartment in a lonely part of town. There are 27 stories. It's a long way from the ground. There I live with my friend Myrtle, my companion, my best friend. She ain't human, she's a turtle, and I love her to the end. She was standing at my window on a cold and cloudy day, till some wild and willful wind blew my poor Myrtle clean away. Will the turtle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? Lord, help Myrtle as she hurtles through the sky, Lord, through the sky. I ran downstairs, I was crying. I must find her, I must know. My poor Myrtle would be lying several hundred feet below. Was she sundered into sections as her shell fell to the ground? Would I find 200 plectrums, my friend Myrtle, all around? Will the turtle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? Lord, help Myrtle as she hurtles through the sky, Lord, through the sky. Caretaker, poor caretaker, why do you lie here stone cold dead? poor man went to meet his maker. Something landed on his head, and the turtle was unbroken. By and by, Lord, by and by, for you guided my friend Myrtle through the sky, Lord, through the sky. Undertaker, undertaker, lay that poor man in his grave. Good Lord took the old caretaker, but my best friend, she was saved. Yes, the turtle was unbroken. By and by, Lord, by and by, for you guided my friend Myrtle through the sky, Lord, through the sky, through the sky, Lord, through the sky.
There be Tom Paxton. Almost gave him a different name, but I don't think he'd much appreciate it, because then his checks would bounce. Well, or he wouldn't be able to get into his banky account. Unless, of course, he decided to change his name completely so that he'd be right with the captain, which I could truly understand. That would make lots and lots of sense. Most people like to be right with the captain. Oh, here's something to make sure that you're right with. Make sure you be calling 323-432-8346. And make sure you put a 1 before that, because if you don't, when you dial, you'll get nothing. Not at all. Because remember, it'd probably be long distance, but that's only because you're not where it be. So if you were there, then you wouldn't be needing to do that, because then you'd be there and you wouldn't be here. But if you weren't here, then you'd be there or somewhere else. But you'll understand. That's how you can make a request. So that's calling the request line to get in your request for this. Oh, I don't know. Any other time. So that'd be, try it again. 1-323-432-8346. Let's get back to the greatness of the show. That'd be, George Carlin's turn with Icebox Man, right here on the captain's quarters.
I'm the Icebox Man at our house. I'm Icebox Man! I answer the call when there's a need at the icebox. 2 very important responsibilities. The first one is keeping people from standing with the door to the refrigerator open for more than 45 minutes at a time. God, that gets me mad. You want to close that goddamn door, please? You want to close the door? You're letting out all of the coldness I saved overnight. Come on, close the door. You know, some guy smoked 8 joints and he's going to inventory my refrigerator. Here's $50. Go down to the Burger King. What do you got? I'll save more than that on electricity alone. Close the goddamn door, will you? Look, if you want to know what's in there, why don't you take a Polaroid picture and go away and look at the picture and then come back and figure out what you want? Years ago, we didn't have Polaroid cameras. We had to make an oil painting of what was in there. Well, I don't let it get me down, because there's a bigger responsibility, and that is getting into that refrigerator and deciding which things need to be thrown away. Most people will not take that responsibility. Most people will just go and get what they want, leave everything else alone, and say, well, someone else wants that. Someone else will eat that. Meanwhile, the thing is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and is in fact stuck to the rack. Well, I've got to go in there and decide when to throw things away. Chocolate pudding? Does anyone want this last chocolate pudding? I have just 1 chocolate pudding left. It's only pulled away from the side of the dish about 3 inches all the way around. And there's a huge fault running through the center of the pudding. Actually, it's nothing but a ball of skin at this point. Does anyone want a ball of fault-ridden chocolate pudding skin? I'm only going to throw it away. Do people do that with you? Offer you some food that if you don't eat it, they're only going to throw it away. Well, doesn't that make you feel dandy? Here's something to eat, Dave. Hurry up, it's spoiling. Something for you, Angela. Eat quickly, that green part is moving. Here, Bob, eat this before I give it to an animal. You ever been looking through the refrigerator and you come across an empty plate? Boy, that starts me to wondering. Did something eat something else? Oh. Maybe the olives ate the tuna. Maybe that chicken isn't really dead yet. Actually, I picture a little mouse with gloves and a parka on, you know. Just waiting for the lights to go out. Perhaps the worst thing that can happen is to reach into the refrigerator and come out with something that you cannot identify at all. You literally do not know what it is. Could be meat, could be cake. Usually at a time like that, I'll bluff. Honey, is this good?
Well, what is it?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. It looks like meat cake.
Well, smell it.
It has absolutely no smell whatsoever.
It's good. Put it back. Somebody is saving it.
It'll turn up in something. That's what frightens me. That someone will consider it a challenge and use it just because it's in there. It's a leftover. What a sad word that is. Leftover. How would you like to be a leftover? Well, it wouldn't be bad if they were taking people out to be shot. I might even volunteer. But you know, leftovers make you feel good twice. Did you ever think about that? Leftovers give you two separate good feelings. When you first put them away, you feel really intelligent. I'm saving food. And then, after a month, when hair is growing out of them, and you throw them away, you feel really intelligent. I'm saving my life. When you make a sandwich at home, do you reach down past the first 3 or 4 pieces of bread to go down and get the good bread? It's kind of a self-preservation thing, you know? What you're really saying is, let my family eat the rotten bread. I'll take care of numero uno. And down you go into the loaf, down looking for the 2 that you want. A matching pair. And you have to be careful pulling them out so they don't tear. And then when you get them to the top, the upper 8 slices fall the other way. I never straighten them out. I think, screw it, let them think a burglar made a sandwich. Not my job, straightening out the bread. Gotta tell me, in the refrigerator, who is it, please, that puts into the refrigerator the half-gallon containers of milk with only that much left in them? I get one of those every time. Hey, here's some milk. God, not enough to drink. Better put that back, huh? I know my responsibility.
Well, we be cutting to commercial. When we come back, we'll have more greatness. Aye. But every time we're around, it's always greatness. We have greatness here, greatness there. No, that's a grape. No, so that, would that be grapeness? Oh, that's something to ponder upon.
Look, here is the new Band-Aid plastic strip with new Super Stick. It sticks better than any other bandage. The proof? Take a dry egg at room temperature. Touch the egg with any other bandage. Brand X, Brand Y, Brand Z. Not one sticks. But a Band-Aid plastic strip with new Super Stick sticks tight instantly. Watch it again in slow motion. No pressure, yet we can lift the egg, even boil it. And the Band-Aid plastic strip never comes loose.
Maybe you don't want to broil eggs this way, but you do want the extra protection of Band-Aid plastic strips. They take better care of little cuts and scratches. They stay put.
Yes, even in hot, soapy dishwater. Neat, flesh-colored, almost invisible. Band-Aid plastic strips with new Super Stick stick better than any other bandage. Made only by Johnson & Johnson, the most trusted name in surgical dressings. Be sure you get Band-Aid plastic strips.
Hi, my name is Alfred Sneasley, and when I go to Heroes Comic Shop on 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York, I'm always greeted with a big smile from Jared.
Hey, Alfred. Hey, how are you today?
And his selection of comics and graphic novels, it's just amazing. I mean, it's what I always dreamed I could be. And he always treats me like the hero I am inside.
I don't just read about the heroes, I become the hero! At Heroes Comic Shop, I become the hero Mom always wanted me to be!
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Now up and away!
As we prepare ourselves for getting ready for the witching hour, we need to stop and think about the music that'll help get us daft enough to get there. So with that, let's think about the Four Babes with Toe to Toe with the HMO. When you're dealing with an HMO, you need to make sure that you're a bit daft yourself.
I have this problem with my toe, and so I call my HMO with a referral from my primary care physician. They say my call matters to them. They're like an old and trusted friend, except friends don't make you ask them for permission. And the recording on the phone says leave your message at the tone. Tell us your name, your age, your reason for submission. So I describe my nail ingrown, wax poetic on the phone. This is a metaphor for the whole human condition. Tender, sensitive, painful. Now I'm listening to Brahms' music to keep the collar calm, trying to see things from the stockholder's perspective. Should I stop thinking of myself while they are managing my health, while an accountant finds a treatment that's cost-effective? Hallelujah, I rejoice. Is this a living human voice talking to me like I'm a sweet, annoying female? I plead my best bureaucrat fees. I would be down upon my knees, except I'll be leaning on this poor throbbing toenail. Painful, purple, festering. You know this is an angst-ridden song when it contains the word festering. Sorry if you're eating. As for my coverage, they say no. This is a pre-existing toe. My policy excludes all things pre-existing. So if I want the claim approved, the toe will have to be removed, which they believe may keep the problem from persisting. This makes my doctor quite irate. Why should he have to amputate? In his opinion, this condition could be better handled. And as for me, well, I don't know. I'd kinda like to keep the toe. I spent a fortune on these gorgeous Gucci sandals. Sexy, size 6, retail. And so the problem goes on and on and on. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, January, February, March. I have been waiting patiently. Why aren't you listening to me? that it's trying my endurance. I'm only asking to be heard. Hostage is such an ugly word. I would much prefer living health insurance. I want the orthopedic shoe. I want the Prozac approved too. This managed care is managing to make me hostile. You put me off for far too long. I'll fix your ass. I'll write a song about a 9-toed woman who goes postal. Crazy Uzi Bell Tower.
You're strutting casually down the street when a man comes up to you looking beat with telltale traces of hippie on his chin. You say howdy and he says, hi, got anything that'll make me fly? And if you do, I surely wish you'd let me in on what you're dealing, brother. In your mind you start to ponder what to turn this fella on to, and then you get a look into his eyes. You find his beard is only makeup and his line is purely fake up. Then and only then you realize that he's your friend, the neighborhood narco agent, friend, the neighborhood narco man, courtesy of your local FBI. Your friend, the neighborhood narco daddy, all-American thinking Fetty, there to trip you up while you are high. You're sitting in the coffee house gloom when the waiter comes up to you with a broom, and he has to sweep the floor around your chair. When you ask him why, he says, routine, we like to keep our coffee clean, and he proceeds to tidy up with care. You light yourself a cigarette, find out soon as you got it lit that 40 newfound friends are by your side. And someone hands you a note that's penciled telling you your flight's been canceled. Just the same, you're going for a ride with your friend, the neighborhood narco agent, friend, the neighborhood narco man, courtesy of your local FBI. Your friend, the neighborhood narco daddy, all-American thinking Fetty, there to trip you up while you are high. Now you duck into an alleyway thinking, hey, maybe I can cop a J and get back before the boss finds out I'm gone. Remembering the golden rule, you look both ways, make sure it's cool, and when there ain't a soul for miles around, you clutch your baggie full of weed and careful not to spill a seed, you roll a joint as big as Baltimore. And as you take that first big drag in, a helicopter drops the paddy wagon, and guess who's standing smiling by the door? It's your friend, the neighborhood narco agent, friend, the neighborhood narco man, courtesy of your local CIA. Your friend, the neighborhood college dropout, undercover cop or cop-out, keeping law and order bright and gay. Yes, you find out that the freak you trusted is the fink that got you busted. And 20 years is a long time to stay on the ground.
There be Jeff Jason with friendly neighborhood narco agent. Just a few moments ago, I had a conversation for one of the crew. He wandered in. He goes by the name of Bacon. I don't really know exactly what that's all about. It's a bit confuzzling to me, and I need to better understand what it is. Why would a man go by the name of Bacon? And it's his first name, Chris, and maybe a P, Crispy Bacon? It's possible, but you never know. That's bad. That'd be a bad sense of humor. Who would want to possibly be called Crispy Bacon? But we'll need to know more about educating things in general. So we have to talk about science. So what kind of science shall we talk about? We should ask Dr. Science. That's right. Ask Dr. Science. Why spinach makes your mouth feel funny. Right here on the captain's quarters. Getting you better educated every step of the way. Bacon. What a strange day.
It's time once again to Ask Dr. Science. So let's ask Dr. Science.
That's me.
Remember, he knows more than you do.
That's right.
Dear Dr. Science, writes Ron Choi from South San Francisco, California, why does my mouth feel funny after I eat spinach?
You're experiencing what medical science now calls the Popeye syndrome. It's an allergic reaction to the high iron content of spinach. Food scientists are now working on a hypoallergenic form of spinach that's made out of dryer lint. It has the same consistency as spinach, but unfortunately, fabric softeners give it an unpleasant aftertaste, and it tends to foam in the mouth. You could, of course, simply forego spinach, but that's just the sort of thing nutritionists want to keep you from. Once you start eliminating certain foods from your diet, you could become anemic, or what's worse, macrobiotically stable, a kind of living death that passes as serenity. If I were you, I'd keep eating my spinach and deal with a funny-feeling mouth. If it was good enough for Popeye, it ought to be good enough for you.
Thank you, Dr. Science. Send your science questions to Ask Dr. Science. Remember, he's not a real doctor.
I have a master's degree
in science.
Head out in the morning going to the arcade. I fill my thermos with caffeine because I just got paid. Got some change to play some games, but I ain't no fool. Cause the games I'm gonna play are straight from the old school. I'm talking Centipede's just a big maze. Galaga's just a space chase. Pole position's a car race. But these other games just don't thrill me. Mario's got Luigi and Pac-Man makes me dizzy. Oh, won't stop till they pop. Gotta blow them creatures up. Today I'ma play 1/4 is all I'll pay. A dig dug, I'm a thug. Nothing new inside my mind. Namco, Namco. I won't stop till they pop, or I crush them with a rock. Don't hate, I am played till those things get blown away. Dig dug is my drug. Gonna pump up those earbuds. And so I'm playing this game till 3:45. Ain't gonna stop the puka kill until I beat the high score. And now the nerds are lining up cause they hear I got game. That's cause I practice every night on my downloaded MAME. I'm talking about everybody wants a turn, but these nerds can't handle sick burn. Been playing since I was a sperm. Now I'm playing till they kick me out, or the nerds just scream and pout. To the police they will shout. Popo shut him down. Won't stop till they pop. Gotta blow them creatures up. Today I'ma play 1/4 is all I'll pay. I dig dug, I'm a thug. Nothing new inside my mug. Namco, I won't stop till they pop, or I crush them with a rock. Don't hate, I am played till those things get blown away. Dig dug is my drug. Gonna pump up those earbuds. Namco, you blow them up way underground. The music pounds when you're moving. When I hold still, I'll get them now. There is no sound till I move again. Dig dug against Fygar, he's the dragon. The flames they singe almost got me. With my air pump, I'll pump him up. I'll pump him up. Now the game don't end till round 256. Won't stop till they pop. Gotta blow them creatures up. Today I'ma play 1/4 is all I'll be. A dig dug, I'm a thug. Nothing new inside my bug. Namco, I won't stop till they pop, or I crush them with a rock. Don't hate, I am played till those things get blown away. Dig dug is my drug. Gonna pump up those earbuds. Namco,
There be Insane Ian with Dig Dug. Let's roll right from there into Lauren Elliott with the smallest thing known to man.
Well, the smallest thing that's known
fundamental subatomic particle measured scientifically under lab conditions to be 10 centimeters taken to the minus 13th power. Everybody! But those things is very small, it's really not that small at all compared to the line that is ever so fine that separates the hot from the cold on the handle of my shower. Even if you manage to adjust it just exactly like you like it, there are still 107 different combinations, different permutations, things which can and maybe will go wrong. Like when I'm in the shower with the woman that I love, and just at the moment of extreme excitation, some guy in the apartment below turns his dishwasher on. And the water comes up cold, and my woman goes eek, steps on the soap, nearly breaks her neck. As it was, she only suffered from some minor scrapes and bruises, but just as she was falling, she made a desperate grab for the nearest thing around her so that no fatal harm would occur. Which was fortunate for her, but unfortunate for me, because the thing she made a grab for happened to be something near and dear to both of us. So to be fair, she wasn't thinking how extremely dear it was to me as how conveniently near it was to her. But it's an interesting biologic, metabolic, fundamental, scientific, not to say a physiological fact. When subjected to the stimulus of sub-zero H2O, the male private areas have a tendency to rapidly contract. And this is what they did, and that is why she missed them. Made a grab behind them. What it was she finally caught was the handle of my shower, which she twisted as she fell past the smallest thing that's known to man, and suddenly the water came out hot. I went eek, and I fainted unconscious, and my woman got me out of there. And 2 weeks later, my poor private areas finally got the courage to emerge, though even now they haven't yet regained their normal size and weight and span. In fact, for a while there, they had successfully broken all previous existing world records for the smallest things that were known to man.
We'll be back in just a few moments, or 2 shakes of lamb's tail, for we must prepare ourselves for the witching hour.
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant.
Look, Sidekick, a shop just for heroes.
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible. See, it's even right in the name, Heroes. So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping.
It's Heroes, your mom threw out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughtout.com.
Oh, look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
You're listening to 1410 WELM Elmira and 106.5 FM The Pirate.
Welcome back to me second hour, me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the Final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the mail of...
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323 Heave-Ho.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Avast, you old pat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Johnny!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm go see about that dinner and work on mine something.
Me's not even hungry, and it's be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. I forgot to be telling you, I got a letter from me dear daughter, Molly. She sent a letter because she's been out investigating things. So as she travels around, she was nice enough to send me a little letter. She'll be back next week, I hope. Or maybe she won't. You never know with that crazy girl. She's almost as bad as her mother. But at least she can sing better. Well, I'll read you the letter real quick. Here. You can... right here. Let's see. Dear Daddy Captain, having a great time. Haven't found what I've been looking for, but I did find some neat stuffs. Great deal on swords and cannonballs over here at the music camp. Good heavens, what are they using swords and cannonballs there at the music camp for? Tell you more later. Love, Molly. What a great daughter. Love that girl. She just makes me smile every time I see her. She puts a smile on me face and a song in me heart. And with that, let's go to T-Bone's Existential Blues. We haven't played that one for a while. I keep hiding it falls in between the cracks. It's a strange thing what you find there in the cracks of life.
Hey man, what are you really into, huh? The elusive butterfly has just tiptoed past my door. My buddy likes the Yankees. She says, hey T-Bone, what's the score? And I say, well, Reggie got 1-1-3 and 25 is 6-2-4. Is the left wing really pinko? Colonel Sanders, what a bore. You ask so many questions. What answer should I choose? Is it schizoid paranoia or just existential blues? The amenities of life have been chasing my soul, and my mind is transcendental, and I'm losing all control, and I'm sinking in the quagmire of illusions and Thoreau. I cry out, my name is T-Bone, as a hound dog digs a hole. You ask so many questions, what answer should I choose? Is this Plato's heebie-jeebies or just existential blues? Sailing, sailing, what is illusion, what is true? Sailing, sailing over the existential blues. God bless America and old glory too. May she always wave o'er us with the red, white, and existential blues. Hey, bob-a-da-bob-a-da-bob-a-da-bomb-a-da-bomb, ding-a-ding-ding, ding, existential blues. Hey, you can do what you want, play off my existential blues. My blue suede existential blues. I was on a quest, walking on the road, I was walking on the road, I was looking for the truth of life, and I came across all these little people all around me. They looked at me and said, hey, mister, are you tall? I said, yes, I'm tall, but who are you, we're little wonders? They looked at me with their big red bloodshot eyes and said, we are the Lollipop Kids, Lollipop Kids, Lollipop Kids. We are the Lollipop Kids. We like to welcome you to Munch Game Land. I said, hey, we're little wonders, I'm on a quest, walking on the road, I said, hey kids, I'm looking for the truth of life. Where do I go? Who do I see? They said, slow down, mister. In order to find the truth of life, one must see the wizard. I said, the wizard? Well, where's this wizard old wise one live? They said, you see the big green glow in the dark house up on a hill? I said, yes, I see the big green glow in the dark house up on a hill. There's a big dark forest between me and the big green glow in the dark house up on a hill. A little old lady on a Hoover vacuum cleaner going, ow, get shot, little pretty, you little dog Toto, too. I don't even have a little dog Toto. Such predicaments I must forge ahead, walking on the road, I must find the truth of life. I said, but you know, kids, I can handle a big green glow in a dark house up a hill. I can handle a dark forest. I can handle a little old lady, but it's a very strange road you're sending me down. I've seen yellow stripes in the middle of a road before, but kids, never quite that wide. All right, tighten your shorts, pilgrim, and sing like the Duke. Follow the yellow girl, come on, follow the yellow girl, yes. Follow the yellow girl. And ever a wonderful wizard was the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. La 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 la. Prophecy, the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Well, I got a little bit tired of walking down the road. A little little tired of walking down this old blinding yellow road, so I pulled my little tired body off the little rest area, and lo and behold, there's a little field of little red flowers out there, and it smells so good. Oh, I was getting pretty tired, and it smells so good, and I figured, well, I'll just stretch out in this little field of poppies. Hey, what a strange dream, man, you know. Little flowers that smell awfully good, and I was very tired, and the old woods are just going to have to wait, man, because I'm just going to stretch out again in this little field of poppies. Oh, God, Dorothy's been copping this field out herself, man. Along came this old man in a green Eldorado 2, screeched to a halt. A little short man with a big red nose, toking a bottle of Yukon Jack, strolled up to me and said, "Hey, son." I said, "Old man, don't bother me, Bobby." He said, "T-Bone." I said, "Wait a minute, this man knows my name. He must be the Wizard. He must be the Wizard. The Wizard of Oz. Why have you come to haunt me? A Wizard of Oz." I said, "A Wizard of Wise when I have been on a quest. Walking down the road with a do-I-do. We had a lot of kids, a lot of kids. I got tired, poppies. A little bit, I've been through hell." He said, "Hey, son, slow down, relax." I said, "But Wizard of Wise when I've come so far to find the truth of life." He says, "Hey, son, slow down, relax." He said, "To tell you the truth, son." I said, "Wizard, that's what I've come to find is the truth." He said, No, son, you got me all wrong." To tell you the truth, son, how can I tell you this? I've been in this field of poppies a long time myself, and I've come to find, son, that the only truth in life is right here in this bottle. I said, "Wizard?" He said, "No, truly, son. In fact, I'd rather have this bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy." How profound, Wizard. Some girl with psychic powers, she said, "T-Bone, what's your sign?" I blink and answer neon. I thought I'd blow her mind. She's reading Moby Dick by some fruitcake named Herman. She's chomping on an aquarish. Was the Duchess really joining? You have so many questions. What answer should I choose? Is this really Butte, Montana, or just existential blues? Really Butte, Montana? Is this Plato's EBGBs? Is this schizoid paranoia? La 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 la, existential blues.
Replay! A replay!
Walking down the street and these real fine ladies said, "Come have a seat." I tried to sit down in the chair and my butt just spreaded it everywhere. I got a big butt, a big butt, a big butt, a big butt. I like to drive my car, but my butt's too wide. My car's the one that leans to the side. I was driving down the street to the picture show. My butt hanging out the car window. My butt's real big, I don't care. I ride the bus, they charge me double fare. I got a big butt, a big butt, a big butt, a big butt. Breakdown. Scratch that butt. I don't have to scratch. No. I don't have to cut. No. I don't have to scratch. No. I'm a human being butt. I got a big butt, I am a good sport. I clear the lanes on the basketball court. I work real hard down at the gym, trying to lose some inches off my big rear end. I got a big butt, a big butt, a big butt, a big butt. Went to a game to see the LA Raiders. Couldn't get out of those little elevators. I tried to get out, I was doing my part. All of a sudden, I think I had to go eat a hot dog. Hey, I got the real big booty in my neighborhood. All the girls like to slap it because it feels real good. I like my big butt because it's so unique. Not everyone has a custom-made toilet seat. I got a big butt, a big butt, big butt, a big butt, Bobby Jimmy. Big butt, a big butt, big butt, a big butt, big butt, a big butt.
There be Bobby Jimmy and the Critters with Big Butt. Now we've got, let's see, what is it? Larry Gross with Junk Food Junkie.
You know I love that organic cooking. I always ask for more. And they call me Mr. Natural on down to the health food store. I only eat good sea salt. White sugar don't touch my lips. And my friends is always begging me to take them on macrobiotic trips. Yes, they are. Oh, but night I take out my strong box that I keep under lock and key. And I take it off to my closet where nobody else can see. I open that door so slowly, take a peek up north and south. Then I pull out a Hostess Twinkie and I pop it in my mouth. Yeah, in the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord, have pity on me. Well, at lunchtime, you can always find me at the Whole Earth Vitamin Bar, just sucking on my plain white yogurt from my hand-thrown pottery jar, and sipping a little hand-pressed cider with a carrot stick for dessert, and wiping my face in a natural way on the sleeve of my peasant shirt. Oh, yeah. Ah, but when that clock strikes midnight and I'm all by myself, I work at combination on my secret hideaway shelf, and I pull out some Fritos corn chips, Dr. Pepper, and a old moon pie. Then I sit back in glorious expectation of a genuine junk food high. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural. Oh yeah, in the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. Oh, but at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord, have pity on me. Alright. My friends down at the commune, they think I'm pretty neat. Oh, I don't know nothing about arts and crafts, but I give them all something to eat. I'm a friend to old Yule Gibbons, and I only eat homegrown spice. I got a John Keats autographed Grecian urn filled up with my brown rice. Yes, I do. Oh, folks, but lately I have been spotted with a Big Mac on my breath, stumbling into a Colonel Sanders with a face as white as death. I'm afraid someday they'll find me just stretched out on my bed with a handful of Pringles potato chips and a ding-dong by my head. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord, have pity on me.
Now, I'm a feller with a heart of gold, with the ways of a gentleman, I've been told. The kind of a feller that wouldn't even harm a flea. But if me and a certain character met, the guy that invented the cigarette, I'd murder that son of a gun in the first degree. Now, it ain't 'cause that I don't smoke myself, and I don't reckon they hinder your health. I've smoked them all my life, and I ain't dead yet. But nicotine slaves are all the same at a petting party or a poker game. Everything's gotta stop while they have that cigarette.
Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself to death,
Tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hates to make him wait, but you just gotta have another cigarette. Now in a game of chance the other night, old Dame Fortune was doing me right. The kings and the queens, they just kept on coming around. Then I got a full and I bet it high, but my bluff didn't work on a certain guy. He just kept on a-raising and a-laying the money down. Now he'd raise me and I'd raise him. I sweated blood, I got to sink or swim. He finally called and then didn't raise the bet. I said, ace is full, pal, how about you? And he said, well, I'll tell you in just a minute or two, but right now I just gotta have a cigarette. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself to death, tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hates to make him wait, but you just gotta have another cigarette. The other night I had a date with the cutest little girl in the 48 states, a hybrid uptown fancy little dame. Now she said she loved me and it seemed to me that things were just about like they ought to be, so hand in hand we strolled down Lover's Lane. She was oh so far from a chunk of ice and our smooching party was going real nice, so help me Hannah, I think I'd have been there yet. But I give her a kiss and a little squeeze and she said, Tex, excuse me please, but I just gotta have another cigarette. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself to death, tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hates to make him wait, but you just gotta have another cigarette.
There be Tex Williams with Smoke, Smoke, Smoke. Aye, it's one of them hard things that you understand or you be don't. Now we go under commercial, we'll be back with a final 40. That's where ye have been calling in our requests, and we set sail to the course that you set out for us. And what you plotted for us might be terrifying, or it might truly be terrifying.
Pee-wee Reese has a way with Dodger rookies or Sandlot youngsters. Pee-wee, you do a lot of work with boys.
Not work, Al. I like baseball and kids. I enjoy helping teenagers start right.
Oh, that's around shaving age. And you give them pointers on personal appearance, too?
Yes. A boy has more self-respect when he's clean-shaved. I tell him to use a Gillette razor, Al.
You said it. The Gillette Super Speed Razor. And today there are 3. Light for sensitive skin and most younger men. Regular for average skin and beard. Heavy for men who like the heft and feel of a heavier razor. Each is different, precisely engineered. One has the right blade edge exposure, edge angle, and weight to shave you in a breeze. Comfortable, good-looking shaves you may never have had before. And convenient, you change blades and rinse clean so. Choose your Gillette Super Speed Razor. $1.29 with Gillette Blue Blade dispenser and handy travel case.
Look, Sidekick, a shop just for heroes.
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible. See, it's even right in the name, Heroes. So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping.
It's Heroes, your mom threw out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Oh, look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Well, here we be, as promised, right at the tailwaters of the final 40. So, what shall we be doing? Shall we sail straight into it, or shall we run like scared little children? I say, we go straight into the maelstrom, and we see what we shall see. Tie ourselves to the mast, and it shall all work out one way or the other. With that, let us be going straight to the phones and see what cuts us right to the bone. Ooh, I had another good rhyme.
I would like to request something truly key. Let's hear shaving cream. Oh.
I have a sad story to tell you. It may hurt your feelings a bit. Last night when I walked into my bathroom, I stepped in a big pile of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. I think I'll break off with my girlfriend. Her antics are queer, I'll admit. Each time I say, darling, I love you, she tells me that I'm full of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. Our baby fell out of the window. You think that her head would be split, but good luck was with her that morning. She fell in a barrel of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. An old lady died in a bathtub. She died from a terrible fit. In order to fulfill her wishes, she was buried in 6 feet of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. When I wasn't friends with the army, one day I looked into my kit. I thought I would find me a sandwich, but the darn thing was loaded with shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. And now, folks, my story is ended. I think it is time I should quit. If any of you feel offended, stick your head in a barrel of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Weight Watchers. Have we all been good this week?
Well, you know.
Now, we have someone graduating tonight. I'm sure he will be an inspiration to us all. Tell us how much you lost, Clint.
80 pounds.
Oh!
Thank you.
80 pounds. That's wonderful. And you're keeping it off with the diet?
Well, mainly with the substitutions.
The substitutions?
Yeah, you know, 1 milk portion equals 1 scotch. 1 bread portion equals 1 scotch.
But Clint, what about your balance, your fruits and your vegetables?
Bloody Mary and a stick of celery.
Well, the point is you've done it, Clint.
Yeah.
And could you tell us your secret?
My secret? You people here were my secret. Anytime I felt like giving up, I thought of you people here.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
You gave me the impetus because, quite frankly, you people are fat. You people are disgustingly fat. You roly-poly porkers really make me puke.
Now, Clint, you can't say that.
Oh, yeah, keep on talking so I can see where your mouth is.
You used to be fat, too.
Yeah, so I couldn't say anything, but now I'm thin, I can tell you gluttons off. There's so much sweat in this room, I have salt stains on my hush puppies.
We are trying to change, Clint.
Oh, please don't say the word change. The thought of you hippos sliding in and out of your polyester tarpaulins is enough to make my oatmeal hit the wall.
The important thing is that people care enough to come to these meetings.
The only reason people come to these meetings is this place has double doors.
I don't think that's funny.
Well, I don't care what you think, little Lotta. Anyone with no discernible neck is not allowed to have an opinion.
You're no better than us.
No, but I'm thinner. The hairs on your head are an inch apart. To find your knees, you have to check for the indent. And look at your feet. Okay, trick question. But take it from me, your ankles are drooping over the sides of your shoes. And you, the Mama Cass impersonator.
I'm very proud of the weight I've lost. I'm now down to a size 13.
A size 13 what? Battleship? And stop pointing those bow guns at me.
That's not much of an attitude, Clint.
Yeah, but that's how I did it. Anytime I felt like chowing down, I thought of you butterballs, how your backs spill over your chairs. It was inspirational, and I really, really want to thank you all.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Don't talk to me. I don't talk to fat people anymore. I mean, my God, some of you have dimples on your noses. No, I'm through with this. Now I'm joining AA.
Sounds like you're aiming to be perfect.
Well, if I ever do become perfect, am I ever going to tell God what I think of him?
And there be the frantics with "You people are fat." Requested from the Mail of E or the Book of Face. Don't be forgetting, we have the Book of Face group and the page. But go to the group, that's where the fun truly be. That's the Captain's Quarters, 106.5. And join in with some of the silliness and the hilarity. And you can also catch links to the encore presentation of this show. So we have links going back to the tube of you that you can catch this show in the entirety of the past. Now let's go right back to the phone lines and figure out where we shall be headed for.
Yes, Captain. I would like to hear something about Star Trek. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, something with a weenie and a warp drive. I really need to hear it, because if I don't hear it, I think my mind might explode. Kind of like a warp core discharge. Help me, Lord.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Booby Prize. Its 5-year mission: to sell T-shirts, toy phasers, plastic communicators, and anything else we can think of. To seek out new life in old plots and complications. To boldly go where everyone has gone before. Star Trek. Captain's log, stardate 6935.2. We are in orbit around the planet Schwartz.
Engineering to Captain Jerk. Engineering to Captain Jerk.
Jerk here. What is it, Snotty?
Captain, the warp drive mechanisms are generating excess antimatter. The pods are overloading now. If it continues at this rate, I can't be responsible for the safety of the ship.
Don't have a spaz, Snotty.
But the whole ship's gonna blow itself to pieces, Jim.
I want answers, mister!
Well, I tried shoving a wiener on the warp drive, but it didn't do a bit of good. By the by, would you have a wee bit of mustard up on the bridge?
Mr. Schlock?
No mustard, Captain.
Analysis, Schlock?
It would appear that Lieutenant Snot is about to eat a wiener without mustard.
As always, your logic is impeccable, Mr. Schlock. However, I was referring to the emergency in the ship's warp drive.
I would say that the program is at too early a stage to permit solving any serious difficulties, Jim.
Recommendation?
Suggest you wait for further plot complication before undertaking corrective measures.
Logical, Mr. Schlock. Perfectly logical. Dr. McCoy?
I'm a doctor, not a scriptwriter! Warning, this is a plot complication. Warning, this is a plot complication. Warning.
Plot complication showing up on ship's sensors now, Captain. I'm switching to visual.
What is it, Mr. Schlock?
Computer data is coming in now, Captain. It's just what we need. A colossal negative space wedgie of great power coming right at us at warp speed.
Mr. Lulu, commence evasive actions.
Yes, Captain Jerk.
Evasive actions ineffective, Captain. The wedgie is turning with us and closing rapidly. Estimated time of impact approximately 16.9 seconds. 15.
Bridge to engineering.
14,
Snot here, Captain.
13,
What's not there, Snotty?
I said snot here,
Snotty,
Captain.
give me full power. Get us out of here fast.
I can't do it. The toilets are backed up into the warp drive. It'll take time to make repairs.
Time? Mr. Schlock?
1. Wipe out. Readings are off the scale, Captain. I have not encountered this phenomenon before.
Damage report. Lieutenant Manura?
Well, honey, I'd say we took a shellacking out here.
Fascinating.
What is it, Mr. Schlock?
The force field seems to have passed through us and entered the surface of the planet Schwartz. Yet tricorder readings fail to indicate any such energy from the planet.
Opinion, Mr. Schlock?
Insufficient data, Captain.
Into the elevator, Mr. Schlock. Let's beam down to the planet's surface so I can find an alien to fall in love with before the program's over.
You usually do.
Ain't I something? Mr. Lulu, you've got the con.
Thank you, Captain Jack.
Elevator, transporter room.
I'm fine, how are you?
Elevator, I said transporter room.
I'm fine, how are you?
Oh, forget it. Elevator to engineering. Beam us down from here, Snotty.
Aye, aye, Captain. You're locked on coordinates now.
Energize, Mr. Snot.
Remarkable. There is no record of any such civilization as this on the planet Schwartz.
Look, Schlock, here comes a car, and feast your Vulcan squinties on that driver.
Far out, Captain Jerk.
Want a lift, sailor? As a matter of fact, I do. I'll say goodbye here, Mr. Schlock. Now you'll have what you always wanted, command of the booby prize.
And you'll have what you always wanted.
What's that, Mr. Schlock?
A bleach blonde in red convertible on planet Schwartz.
Ain't I something? Well, say bye-bye to Starfleet Command for me, and I'll see you on Hollywood Squares.
Bye-bye, Jim. I thought he'd never go. Schlock to booby prize.
Snot here, Mr. Schlock.
What's not there, Lieutenant Snot?
I said snot here, Mr. Schlock.
That's Captain Schlock.
Aye?
Make it 1 to beam up.
Squirrels. All we really are is squirrels. We're being hunted, we are squirrels. We are appealing, we are squirrels. We want to gather nuts, but people splatter our guts when they're on a country drive. It isn't easy to survive. Back in the other day, I saw a squirrel get blown away. They served him on a dinner tray. They baked him into a souffle. Squirrel season opens up today. If you're a squirrel, run away. I don't know what else I should say. Please call the ASPCA. Fur coats from us are made. Fur is nice, but I like suede. They scrape our fur off with a blade and never bother with first aid. We squirrels really like to play, and we like to catch some rays. Please don't kill us, this we pray. We're cute and harmless anyway. Squirrels, we're not delicious. Squirrels, we are not raccoons. Squirrels don't live in palm trees. Squirrels, or in your bathroom. Squirrels. That's all we really are is squirrels. Isn't it fine? I am a squirrel. Please help and save us. We are squirrels. I wanna whip out my squirrel. 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 Squirrels, 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 squirrels,
Well, that there be the Beastly Boys with squirrels. Before that, we heard from Peter Ferrara and, What he is, oh yes, Bobby Pickett and Peter Farr with Star Trek. Oh, one of these days I'll be learning how to use the proper penmanship. That way I can actually read me writing. If I started doing that, I might surprise myself with what I could be accomplishing. Oh, yes, here's a nice little note. It says they would like to hear Travesty Limited's Rock and Roll Doctor. So, on that note, let us go right to it.
Describing your pleasure from dusk till dawn. Rock and Roll Doctor is always on.
Okay, Rock and Roll Doctor, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, you want to turn your radio down, sir? You want to turn your radio down, please?
Yeah, I'm going to the Aerosmith concert, man, and I was wondering what kind of drugs I should take.
Okay, Aerosmith, that's heavy metal. You're going to want to stay away from stimulants. They react negatively with the high decibels. When those guitars start feeding back, you're going to be clawing your face off. I suggest rather a mild depressant, beer, maybe some Quaaludes.
All right, man. You got any?
No, I don't. I'd like to point out right here, the Rock and Roll Doctor does not advocate drugs or just prescribe them. Okay, Rock and Roll Doctor, you're on the air.
That's true.
Yeah. Are you having a bad trip, sir? Is that what it is?
I took too much.
Yeah, okay. Well, you want the hotline. This is the Rock and Roll Doctor. Next, please try to dial carefully, people, okay? It's very important. Rock and Roll Doctor, you're on the air.
Did you see Quadrophenia, man?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should, man. It's really good. It's got all this Who music in it, man. Really good.
Yeah, okay. Well, you have a question here?
Right. Well, it's about the mods, They're like early hippies in England, but they're not hippies. They ride around on mopeds, you know. And
you want to get to the point, please.
Yeah. Well, the mods are like always taking these pills. They're called blues, man. I've never heard of blues, man. Like, what are these blues?
As far as I'm concerned, it's Negro music. Blue is not really a good drug color. I suggest try reds instead. Okay, Rock and Roll Doctor, you're on the air.
Yes, my sister and I are going to the new Christie Minstrel show at the Playhouse tonight, and I was wondering what I should take.
A good book. Okay, Rock and Roll Doctor, you're on the air.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, turn your radio down, please. You want to turn your radio down, please, sir?
What?
Turn your radio...
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay. That's better. You have a question, sir?
Yeah, I'm going to the Nugent concert.
Kind of figured.
Well, I'm taking some pot and some acid, and I'm going to be taking some Coke, and I'm going to be taking a couple of quarts of rum. I was wondering if there's anything else that I should take.
Yeah, an ambulance. Rock and Roll Doctor, you're on the air.
Rock and Roll Doctor? Like I had these, pills, and I took them, I think, and, like, do you know what they were, man?
No, I don't.
Oh, wow. Well, I was just wondering, like, who is this?
This is the Rock and Roll Doctor. Why don't you lie down for a couple days, do us both a favor, you'll feel a whole lot better. People, when you call in, try to have a question in mind, okay? It just makes the show move a whole lot faster. Rock and Roll Doctor, you're on the air.
Yeah, you had a call a moment ago. It sounded like my son. Well, you tell that lousy punk that if I catch him taking any more drugs, I'll clobber him.
Okay, you want to calm down, sir? You sound a bit upset.
Well, you're damn right I'm upset. I think I got good reason to be upset.
Okay, well, you're on your way to a heart attack, sir, or an ulcer at the very least. I suggest you take a couple Valium and relax.
I don't have any Valium.
Okay, well, just stay on the line. I'll get your name and I'll send you a prescription, okay?
Yeah? Hey, thanks.
Okay, no problem. Rock and Roll Doctor, you're on the air.
Hello.
Goodbye. Rock and Roll Doctor, you're on the air.
Yeah, this is Detective Johnson of the Drug Enforcement Agency. Doctor, perhaps you'd like...
Okay, that's just about all the time we have for calls right now. We're going to break, take a word from our sponsor, and be back with Timothy Leary.
Will it be time to be going for the commercial? And when we return, it shall be some few more songs for the final 40. And brace yourself. It shall be the witching hour. So prepare, be very prepared by making yourself as daft as you can be, for it might be your last daft, or something like that.
There's no other box of facial tissues like this. Scotty's new Magic Oval box. Only Scotty's give you tissues that float up gently, one at a time, and come out in neat handfuls, too, because there's a Magic Oval inside every new Scotty's box. Only Scotty's Magic Oval can give you tissues that float up, smooth and easy. No tugging, no tearing, no extra tissues tagging along. And Scotty's Magic Oval does even more. It lets you reach in for tissues by the handful,
all neatly folded, just right for pocket or purse. Scotty's new Magic Oval box is pretty too. And inside, soft, strong, sneeze-proof Scotties. Remember, for tissues that float up smoothly and come out in neatly folded handfuls, look for Scotty's pretty new Magic Oval box, the only one of its kind.
Hi, my name is Alfred Sneasley, and when I go to Heroes Comic Shop on 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York, I'm always greeted with a big smile from Jared.
Hey, Alfred. Hey, how are you today?
And his selection of comics and graphic novels, it's just amazing. I mean, it's what I always dreamed I could be. And he always treats me like the hero I am inside.
I don't just read about the heroes, I become the hero! At Heroes Comic Shop, I become the hero Mom always wanted me to be!
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momtherout.com.
Now up and away!
Well, here we be at the final half of the final party. So what shall we find and we turn over this rock? Well, we'll be finding another request. That be what? Right to the phone lines we shall go.
I would love to hear a cheery springtime tune. So, please, could you play Poisoning Pigeons in the Park?
Spring is here, a suffering is here. Life is Skittles and life is beer. I think the loveliest time of the year is the spring. I do, don't you? Of course you do. But there's one thing that makes spring complete for me, and makes every Sunday a treat for me. All the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. Every Sunday you'll see my sweetheart and me as we poison the pigeons in the park. When they see us coming, the birdies all try and hide, but they still go for peanuts when coated with cyanide. The sun's shining bright, everything seems alright when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We've gained notoriety and caused much anxiety in the Audubon Society with our games. They call it impiety and lack of propriety and quite a variety of unpleasant names. But it's not against any religion to want to dispose of a pigeon. So if Sunday you're free, why don't you come with me and we'll poison the pigeons in the park. And maybe we'll do in a squirrel or two while we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We'll murder them all amid laughter and merriment, except for the few we take home to experiment. My pulse will be quickening with each drop of strychnine we feed to a pigeon. It just takes a smidgen to poison a pigeon in the park.
Once I was the king of Spain.
Now I eat humble pie.
Whoa, my unspeakable wife, Queen Lisa.
Now I eat humble pie.
I'm telling you, I was the king of Spain.
Now I eat humble pie.
And now I work at the pizza.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Royalties, Lord, it looked good on me. Buried in silk in the royal boudoir, or going nuclear free, or playing crokinole with the Princess of Monaco. Telling my jokes to the OPEC leaders, getting it all on video. Once I was the king of Spain.
Now I eat humble pie.
Epale palatial palace, that was my home.
Now I eat humble pie.
I'm telling you, I was the king of Spain.
Now I eat humble pie.
And now I vacuum the turf at Sky Dome.
Once he was the king of Spain. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba.
I can't wait, I'm lowering interest rates. My people say,
King, how are you such a genius?
There's a roof overhead.
And food on our plate.
it's laissez-faire, I don't even give a care. Let's make Friday part of the weekend and give every new baby chocolate eclair. Once I was the king of Spain.
Now I eat humble pie.
Hey Clinton, hey Yeltsin, got problems? You phone me.
Now I eat humble pie.
I'm telling you, I was the king of Spain.
Now I eat humble pie.
Now the Leafs call me up to drive the Zamboni.
Once he was the king of Spain.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the International Orchestra. Now, some of you might be wondering how I came to be living in Canada after being royalty in Spain. Should I tell them, guys?
Tell us, kids.
You see, late one night when the palace was asleep, out of my royal chambers and into the garden I creep, and I wait till the appointed time when the moon is lighting the pitch, at which point my peasant friend who looks just like me arrives, so we make a switch. Prince and pauper, junior and whopper, a world made up of silver and copper under my own volition. I took a change of position, so next time you drool in the pizza line, remember slower pizzas more luscious. The king of Spain never rushes. Once I was the king of Spain.
Now I eat humble pie.
I was looking for offhanded ways to improve us.
Now I eat humble pie.
I'm telling you, I was the king of Spain.
Now I eat humble pie.
And now I'm jamming with Moxie Fruvus.
Once he was the king of Spain.
Hi there be Moxie Fruvus, requested last week. I just didn't have a chance to play it. But now, Moxie Fruvus, King of Spain. Let me get it right the first or seventh time. Now, we shall roll right into Tim Kavanaugh's 99 Dead Baboons. It's hard to mess that one up, because they're all through your living room. Another one of them Captain Thou rhymes.
Have a lot of you heard the new song by Nena, 99 Red Balloons? I heard the German version of that song first, and I really liked it. But then I heard the English version, and I was really surprised to find that what she's singing in English and what she's singing in German are not even close. I ended up buying the record, and I listened very closely to the German version, and I've come up with a new English translation that I think is really much more accurate, much closer. I have to admit there are a couple of lines in this new English version that I'm not real sure about, but I think it's a much more accurate version. Now this is the new version, 99 Red Balloons. Hello, Bobby, my old friend. It's good to see you once again. How's your mother? How's your aunt? How's your father's skin diving suit? One of the lines I'm not real sure about. It goes something like this. I've got something you should see. Back at my place, come with me. I've got some brand new furnishings, plus 99 dead baboons. 99 dead baboons sitting in my living room. Not too functional, it seems, but quite a conversation piece. This one's Jake, that one's Dinah. There's Big Ned in my recliner. No, it's not a lazy boy. Can't you see it's a dead baboon? Dead baboons, everybody! Dead baboons. Dead baboons. Dead baboons. How they got here, I'm not sure. Woke up one day, there they were. Luckily, I've got a lease allowing pets if they're deceased. I'm just thankful they're not apes, 'cause apes would clash with the drapes. No more napkins at my parties. Wipe your hands on a dead baboon. Dead baboons, everybody. Dead baboons. Dead baboons. Dead baboons. Dead baboons are lots of fun. Playing water balloons, I've always won. You can keep your dead giraffes and swine. I'll take dead baboons every time. There's just one problem I have found. It's finding Purina dead baboon chow. But what a happy snorkeling device. The other line I'm not real sure about, but something like that. With 99 dead baboons. Everybody, dead baboons. Everybody, dead baboons. Dead baboons. Dead baboons.
Generators, matching salt and pepper shakers. I can't wait, no, I can't wait. When the day gonna open up that door? I'm going, yes I'm going to the, we're going to the, I'm going to the, yes I'm going to the hardware store. I'm going, yes I'm going to the, we're going to the, I'm going to the, yes I'm going to the hardware store.
Will that there be Weird Al Yankovic's Hardware Store? And requested from a mail of E or from the messenger of the Book of Face. And one of them are places where you go the typey, righty, and we do the ready instead of the lissy. Now, we have a better solution than the lissy. Well, it is lissy. We're going right back to the phone lines.
Yeah, I was just thinking I would love to hear this real funny song I remember from when I was little girl.
Be that you again?
Is Mickey Kent.
Hang up the phone. It is for serious people only.
Nature Boche. It's real funny. You'll love it. Oh, by the way, I still want that pizza
Hang up the phone.
with the squid and the anchovies. Yeah, thank you so much. Goodbye.
Is gewinn a Junge, Boy is gewinn von Hunger. Der Boy ist von sein Top herab, a Lochenkopf, a Lemach und a Jol. Prost und Mies, mit verstunkene Fies, aber Flutkele hat gut geblasen. So et came a Tag, ich weiß mir a klar, der Boche der lang tatut. Auf sein Flutkele gut, hereingerufen die Beheimers, zusammengekommen die Ziegala und die Ziegenla und der Lilo Fliegala. Bing bong. So he picked up a suitcase mit sein Suitkalach. Then he went to catch a bus. Is getting from his nose. Getrunken Seruten. Getroffen am Misses. Mit balabatische Knisches. Today nature bocher is a mess.
Well, that about brings us to the end of our voyage here. We'll be telling. I hope you're daft enough, for the witching hour be truly upon us. It's all but here, and it will be soon taking us over in ways that we don't appreciate. But be calling 323-EVE-HO, 1-323-EVE-HO. Get them their requests in next week. Otherwise, we have to listen to more of that crazy bat calling in. Aye, had he not what we be hatting.
Wasn't it such beautiful letter from Molly? I think she gonna have real good summer. Some damn camps look really interesting. I might go myself. That Bob Scout camp looks really good. Anyway, in the music camp, with the chorus and the singing. I could do so much for the youth there. I could teach them to sing with me like my beautiful voice. I mean, it's such hope. I could change the future of music around the world by influencing the youth, because they's our future. Anyway, I've got perfect song for this kind weather. Here we go. No blood joins this earth, and quickly he subdued. Through constant pain, disgrace, the young boy learns their rules. Mid-time the trial draws in. This whipping boy done wrong, deprived of all his thoughts. The young man struggles on and on his own. A vow unto his own, that never from this day this will they take away. What I've felt, what I've known, never shine through in what I've shown. Never be, never see, won't see what might have been. What I felt, what I've known, never shine through in what I've shown. Never free, never me, so I dub thee unforgiven.
Well, I do believe we've been tortured well enough. Good night.
So just chill till the next episode.